I feel sick to my stomach.
Hey, it's all right.
One more time.
Yeah, you're halfway.
You got that right. You're so close.
I tell you the truth, I gave up. I got scared.
Yeah, no, just don't think about it.
Just knee yourself in the face. Go
Knee
like,
myself
yeah.
in the face. Knee myself in the face.
Ready, go.
Hey friends, it is the June Fellowship Branch update, and so Liz and I are coming to you from our backyard. Liz set up the umbrella, set up the little tent we finally found in the basement so that Emi could sleep outside in the tent all night long by herself. Stick around to the end of the video to see how that happened. First off, I want to give a big thank you to all of our financial supporters.
Thank you.
Your funds provide for us our health share, which is not provided by Village Creek, and I can't say thank you enough for you backing us up and helping us with our medical bills and all kinds of auxiliary bills that happen as we move to the country and transition to different modes of living. So guys, it has been crazy times. It is not lost on us the sacrifice that you make to support us in our mission here, helping campers and summer staff experience Jesus in new and fresh ways. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts.
Yes, thank you so much.
Well, if you haven't noticed, camp is open. Village Creek, we just finished our first week of camp. We had a junior one this last week. We had about 40 campers, which is about half the size of a junior camp for us at this time of the year. But we are really grateful that we are open. We are really grateful we had campers. We are really grateful we're in the state of Iowa with a governor that actually made some really heads up and big decisions at the front end of May that really allowed camp to make some decisions so that we could be open. And we are grateful for that provision. It's very interesting. Mini camps are not open this summer. Mini camps will be closing because they just can't hang on. And I can't help but think that Satan rejoices at that, to be honest. And so the fact that we are still open in the valley, and those that felt comfortable and safe sending their students be here, they did. And we have made a bunch of adjustments on our end, from the way that campers are arranged in cabins to the way we clean things to make sure everything went well. And if you're wondering, we had a really healthy and sickness-free week for us, for the campers, and for the staffers. And so here we are now in our second week of camp. We're really grateful that we have camp, and I'm thankful that God's hand has been on us, guiding us here, and then being at a camp that's actually open. That is a blessing. So Liz, how would you bring them up to speed with the girls?
Well, Emi had her first opportunity to be a part of camp this past week for junior camp. She got to do day camp with the kids and loved it. She couldn't get enough of having the friends around, and really is going to miss those group of girls that she first got to interact with as camp started out this summer. So that was a super, super awesome blessing that she had that opportunity to come alongside some other campers and just make some friends and be loved on by the leaders. We have some really fabulous leaders here this year, and we are so grateful for them and just the time and energy that they put out for the campers that are here, and just really loving them and showing them Jesus. And so we really appreciate that.
A lot of these counselors taking a risk too. From households that are really split on the decision to stay in until a vaccine is created, or get out in the community and be a part of life again. And so a lot of these young adults have made some difficult decisions to be here, and I really respect them for that. It's a tough call, and so across the spectrum, some very hard decisions, but a really great group of honestly just average and very normal high school and college kids that are saying yes to serving in a big way. And that is inspiring, because when I was their age, I was not even thinking about serving or doing anything like this at all. So I think that it's really encouraging to see young adults definitely a couple steps ahead of where I was at that age, in asking the Lord what he would have them do and spend with their time. So
Yep, and then Emi has already wrapped up school through the public school system here. We finished up midway through May. We are in our home doing a little bit of curriculum help and just kind of keeping her on track as we hopefully move forward into the fall, and she can be on track with moving into first grade. So pray for us there. It's not always easy for us to stay committed to just consistency on that, and so we want to be consistent so that she can thrive in her learning environment, whatever that may be in the fall, whether it be at home or whether it be at school again. So little Razel, she's just a little fun 20-month-old that just knows too much and understands too much and wants to do everything. She's definitely a toddler.
No, understands too much and has legs too little.
That's yeah, good call. But she wants to be in the middle of it all as well.
We're actually trying to fit this video, and she's awake upstairs in her room after like a 3-hour nap, and we're like, quick, we need to get out and do this. So she one of these days she's just gonna open the door and come down. Oh.
Yeah. She's a great little kid though that knows how to play by herself, but also loves to be around others, and finds every opportunity that she can to be a part of things at camp here too, and likes to tease the leaders that want to just love her, and then also allows them to love her as well. So
she's working on her tan. She's an olive baby, so she's tanning quite well.
yeah, and she loves to be a helper around the house too. So she's growing and learning. And
oh yeah, this morning I saw her. She took the broom, and so on the back deck of our house, the back porch, Liz kind of made it into a play zone. And so there's this little play broom and dustpan, and this morning Liz is out there and I'm somewhere else. I look through the back window and she's sweeping, trying to sweep up the back porch. Just hilarious. Okay, so we'll finish with two things. What's coming up for us at camp the next couple weeks, and then what we've been thinking about just spiritually. So we have a 60 kid teen week this week we're going to be entering into. And then next week is another junior camp. I'm not sure what the numbers are for that. But then after that, we have a massive high school week. Our senior high camp is completely full. It is maxed out at about 150 kids. Prayers for that week, because that's going to be a big test for everything, for the social distancing, for the different method we're doing meals, for having space in the dining room, for good weather, because we won't know what to do if we don't have good weather probably, for creativity, and that with that big group, that Jesus would move and students would encounter God for the first time if they haven't, or that God would move them along a couple steps on their journey. Devotional thought time with Liz.
just a thought that I've been having is, virtue and character starts in the home. So it's not something that your children will automatically have or develop. It's something that is taught. And so us as parents, the importance of teaching that and growing that in them through daily communication and
Well, it's how you communicate, what you communicate, how you say it. All that stuff matters. And that's your opportunity as a parent.
Yep.
And if your kids come to you with needs, that means they trust you. If your kid comes to you with tears, that's awesome because they trust you and they know you can come to you with that. So don't be offended by that and don't be put off by their moaning and their groaning and all that. In a way, they trust you with those things. And so that's kind of a good thing. That's the way they're wired at this point. That's okay. I mean, but if they're 32 and still living in your basement and doing that, then I think you drop the tough love hammer on all their toes. Probably twice. My devotional thought, I have two. My first one is preaching to the choir. So normally that's has negative connotation around it. I could completely care less about the negative connotation of preaching to the choir. You want to know why? Because the choir needs to be preached to. You want to know why? Because they are just normal guys and girls just like you who are struggling through life as well and need help. So preaching to the choir is simply, I think, taking care of your flock. It's simply reminding friends, Emi, record. We're recording. If you find yourself preaching to the choir right now, don't be insulted, don't be offended, lean into it, and encourage your brothers and sisters. That's it. The other big thought I had was a preacher this last week, he preached on Paul. He's in prison. It's in the book of Acts. He's got this Roman jailer, this Roman policeman, and this guy's been beating him within an inch of his life and he's putting him in uncomfortable positions. And then God jailbreaks Paul and another guy, I forgot who's with him. and all the prisoners can run free. And so this guard's going to take his life. And he's about to kill himself, and Paul says, stop, don't kill yourself. I know how you can be saved. And I was thinking of this, the cultural moment, and how important that is, and how perplexing it is, if you will. That here you have this Roman guard who Paul has every reason to hate. And in the moment we can have ultimate comeuppance, he says, don't take your life. Find Christ. That to me has been a powerful word. I think that's all I got to share about that. All right, peace out, bye.
Bye.
Apparently, Emi is sleeping in the tent in the backyard. What's up, Emi?
Good.
Do you have a flashlight?
Yeah.
Turn it on. Hey, don't open it. Bugs will get in. Wow. You sleeping out here tonight?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. You excited?
Yeah.
Cool. I just walked right by it. Didn't even know you were in the tent.
Yeah.
And then you
But
walked into Mommy to tell her.
Did you know?
What?
Did you know I'm sleeping?
No.
I never told you.
Oh, yeah, I guess you did. I didn't really believe that you would.
I'm just climbing on it and I keep flicking it off.
That's cool.
But I already flicked him off 2 times already.
Whoa. Well, you just keep it up.
Hey, Daddy.
How's my little camper doing?
Actually, I need to go potty and there was a bug in my tent and mayflies on outside.
How'd you sleep?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you sleep?
Good. But the bugs were super gross when I woke up.
Well, you're a brave girl for sleeping outside.
Usually, I got to there to leave your mind.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
cool. You gonna do it again?
Well, as soon as somebody flicks the bugs out,